Hey there. Today, we're going to dive into this really powerful lesson about stress. And you won't believe it, but it all kicks off with something super simple, something you've probably got sitting in your kitchen right now. All right, picture this. You're sitting in a classroom, right? A professor walks in, but instead of diving into some boring lecture, they just pick up a glass of water. That's it. Just holds it up for everyone to see. And then they ask this super simple question. How heavy is this glass of water? So what do you think? What's your first guess? Seems like a pretty straightforward question, doesn't it? Well, the students in the class thought so too. You could hear answers just popping up all over the place. 8 ounces, maybe 12. I'll go with 16. See, everyone was zeroed in on the physical weight, the obvious answer. But turns out that wasn't the point at all. And then the professor drops the twist. They look at the class and say, the absolute weight doesn't matter. And you can just feel it, right? The whole room kind of shifts. Everyone realizes, okay, this isn't about physics. Something deeper is going on here. So if it's not about how many ounces are in the glass, then what is it about? Well, as the professor started to explain, it all comes down to the weight of time. Here's how they laid it out. Okay, so hold the glass for just a minute. Easy, right? Hardly a problem. But what if you hold it for a whole hour? The professor explained that's when your arm would really start to ache. And what if you tried to hold it for an entire day? Just imagine, your arm would probably go totally numb, maybe even feel paralyzed. And here's the kicker. The weight of the glass itself never changes. It's still just 8 or 12 ounces from the first minute to the last. The only thing that's different is how long you're holding on. The longer you carry it, the heavier and heavier it feels, until it's just unbearable. And this is where it all clicks into place. The professor connects the dots for everyone. That simple glass of water, they explain, is the perfect metaphor for the stresses and worries we all carry around. And when you see it that way, wow, the parallels are pretty striking. So think about it. You got a little worry on your mind. If you only think about it for a few minutes, it's manageable, right? It's like holding that glass. It's easy. But if you carry that same worry around for a few hours, that's when it starts to ache. It becomes this constant, nagging pain. And if you carry it all day long, well, that's when the real damage sets in. You start to feel paralyzed by it, like you can't focus on anything else. Your worries, just like that glass of water held for way too long, can become so incredibly heavy that they stop you in your tracks. So what's the solution here? What's the big takeaway from this whole thought experiment? It is so simple. Almost beautifully simple, actually. That's it. That is the advice. Put the glass down. It's such a powerful reminder, isn't it? We have to give ourselves a break from the weight of all our worries. We're just not built to carry them 24/7. To refresh, to recharge, you have to set them down for a bit. And that brings us right back to you. The final, most important question is the one you have to ask yourself. What glass are you holding on to right now? What's that one stress or worry you've been carrying for way too long? Maybe, just maybe, it's time to put it down.